Hey there, Sally here from Revolution Consulting Group. I wanted to come on today and talk to you about the biggest question that I get in my business, which is, do I really need a human resources consultant for my business? Now, my answer is always yes, yes, yes. However, to help you out, I'm going to ask you 7 questions that will help you self-assess as to whether you and your business actually needs some HR help right now. So, question 1, have you created your own employment contracts or policies and procedures but haven't had them looked at by an expert? Is that a yes or a no? Feel free to comment below as we go, or save them up at the end and tell me how many yeses you got or no's you got. Question number 2, is your business and or staff working without any business, HR, or WHS policies, procedures, or an employee handbook? Question number 3, have you made workplace changes in the last 2 years due to COVID or something else? So whether it's hybrid working, change of location, change of processes, that sort of thing. Question number 4, do you have challenges with recruiting fast or putting together a kick-ass employment offer that won't break the bank? Do you know what you can offer that's outside of, financial incentives when you're making an employment offer to a candidate or a potential new employee? Question number 5, are you a small or medium-sized business that doesn't have a specialist human resources, WHS, or payroll person in-house? Or do you have limited HR or payroll support? So that could be either someone part-time or somebody training or an office manager that has just taken on all of these hats as part of their role. Question number 6, do you spend ages on Google searching for business advice, HR advice, leadership advice, WHS advice, or looking for document templates for policies, procedures, or employment contracts that you then download and use even though they're not specifically designed for your business? And last question number 7, do you think you might need some help but you're not really sure where to start? Now, if you've answered yes to any of those questions, then you probably have some gaps, risks, or some inefficiencies in your business. Now, if you answered yes to all 7, your risk is probably a little bit higher than someone who's answered yes to just 1. So the gaps and risks don't just cost you time and money. They actually could cost you your happy staff or your business reputation. For example, if you underpay an employee accidentally, but they report that or they ask Fair Work to check their pay for you, and there becomes an issue, if the Fair Work Commission then have to contact you to resolve that, not only would you have to make a back payment for any underpayment that's found, but they may also have a review of your system, which costs you time and money, and they may also impose some fines or penalties for you. I also recently worked with a client who, when I deep dived into their payroll system, they were underpaying super, but they were overpaying leave loading and long service leave provisions. So that was costing them money in one area, but then they were significantly underpaying in the other. And it turned out that business and the number of staff they had a deficiency of about $20,000 that they had underpaid. And they also needed to have a plan as to how they could stop paying those extra payments. It's not just as easy as stopping those. So those are areas that could get you into some tricky areas and compliance issues if you don't know what you're doing. Now, the next question for me is normally, well, I don't know where to start. What do we do? Now, for me, the best place to start is to work with me, start with a business health check. Business health check is where I come through, I look at what's in place, your policies, procedures, processes right now, and then I assess your gaps and your risks and any inefficiencies based generally on that HR, WHS, and business processes. And then I provide you with a recommendation and an action plan of how we fix it. And I also prioritize those by areas of risk. So I've currently got 40% off my health checks. If you want to know more, just comment health check below or shoot me a message. It's under $300 and we can get you sorted and ready and on the right path before Christmas and before 2023 hits.